Hey everyone, this is Maple Running back with another training recap. This is week 6 of our aerobic season. There's 14 weeks in this aerobic season, so we're almost halfway there. And honestly, I would now you're gonna know this from the title, but I would label this week as flexibility. So there are two issues, sort of out of training, not issues, but two circumstances, I guess, where I had to alter my training. So the first one is on Wednesday. There's a twilight races every Wednesday, and I was asked to be a guide runner for one of our visually impaired runners. Who trains and races in Ottawa, and with the Ottawa Lions, which is the major club in Ottawa. And I was and his normal guide runner, he got injured in a previous race a few weeks ago, and he's still like dealing with the injury. And so I was asked to pace him. And I knew this on the I learned this on the Monday. I accepted it because I kind of owe him one. He was a little bit of my coach, although it's kind of funny, but he was a bit of my coach during the pandemic. Um, it was mostly his coach that was coaching me, but he was like sort of taking on. He's an older athlete. He's a master's athlete, and so um, I gladly accepted the pacing slash guiding role for him. So he wanted to run a 16:40 5,000 meter on the track, and I know I can hit this pace because this is what I do in training, as you see, um, and unfortunately, on the day we weren't able to hit the time. Personally, I felt fine, but we hit around like 17:30 ish. I actually have it right here. 17:36. So that's what we ended up running. Um, but I don't think that really matters for my training because um, a lot of this training is kind of the the most important thing is right now is that I'm getting up the mileage and I'm still doing some workouts, and it doesn't matter if I'm like pushing myself to my limit every single practice. And so once I finished the 5K or the 5,000 meter and I cooled down and everything, I didn't need to do like a second workout um, because you know I could just it's not gonna make me like better in the long run to like just throw in an extra workout and like make something up like do it on the road like 5 times 3 minutes or something, like half of the distance. One thing that I'm trying to do is not make stuff up with this plan. So we're gonna stick to the plan right now. It's 10 by 1200. We're actually lowering the pace a little bit. So for our workout notes from last week, I said 80s are probably too fast, so I should aim for 81s. Now, I might adjust this because I'm going to be training an hour later than I have been. So these past few weeks, I've been training around like 5 p.m., which has been really hot for me. And if I do these at like 6 p.m., or like even like 6 to 6:30 p.m., then it's going to become a lot more manageable with the heat mostly. Now, there's some arguments to be made that it really doesn't matter what temperature I'm training at because this is all effort based. Again, I'm slowing this down because I need to hit a certain effort that I feel like I'm not hitting. I feel like my effort is slightly too high if I'm running at 80s. So if I end up running at a cooler temperature and I feel better, I'm gonna try to run 80s still or 79s if it's like cool enough. And if it's too hot, then we run 81s or 82s. So that's how we're gonna play around with it. we're not too focused on the number. We're focused more on the feeling. So that's what we have in stock for tomorrow. But yeah, let's talk about this past week. So I kind of already talked about it, but the first workout, which is I think this one, it was pretty good. We we started. We did 4-1. We kind of like jumped around. We mostly hit pace, but then when I started getting like halfway into it, we really started running our like 402, 44, 42, 42, 43. And I had to be comfortable running these times because like I just felt like this was way too hard. By the end, like by the middle section, I just thought that like I was just not recovering fast enough. I was like way too hot. Like I was like really sweating and breathing pretty hard. Especially by like these two, like 13 and yeah, once I got to 17, I say 17, this is the ninth rep. Once I got to the ninth rep, I actually was like, or sorry, when I finished the eighth rep, I'm like, oh, maybe only one more, we'll see. When I finished the ninth rep, I ran a 402, and I was like, we can do another one at this pace. So, and doing the last one at 403 was totally fine, pretty manageable. But again, this is just kind of showing that that like I can keep doing this, and like this is like working. I just need to you know, go off feel. Plus this workout is significantly harder than what we were doing previously. It's significantly harder, not only because it's longer, but the rest is literally cut by 25%. Because before I got, now to be fair, I'm standing mostly for my rest, and before I was jogging, but I'm getting 25% less rest when it comes to the work-rest ratio. So before I was, or sorry, not 20%, a little bit less, closer to like 18% or something. Because before I ran for 3 minutes and 20 seconds and I get 1 minute rest. I'm running for 4 minutes or 4:03 soon, and getting 1 minute rest. So we're just gonna have to play around with that. So Tuesday, so that was Monday. We just had our workout, like we went over that. The Tuesday, so my normal route my normal route is like about 15K. It's actually technically like 14 point whatever. I don't know if there is something. It's like 14 point, this is what it is, like 14.8. But I just run an extra like, 100 meter, or like 50 meters down, 50 meters back up my street, just so I can easily do this math. So we did 15K. We didn't double because we had the pacing duty on Wednesday. And so we wanted to make sure that we're doing his name is Jason, the visually impaired runner. So I wanted to make sure I did a good job for Jason. So I knew this was going to be manageable. I just didn't want to like overdo it on Tuesday. So I only did 15K. Then this is the race. So I got warm up plus 5 plus cooldown. So the 11 is the race, and then in the evening, and this was already in the evening. So then I went home, I ate a full dinner, and then I ran another almost 15K because I needed to get in the mileage. The next day, and so actually I'm kind of happy with like these like 3 days on how I can do like 25, 25, and then 20, all like in like pretty consecutively, and I still felt good. So the next 2 days, 15 and 10, pretty easy. Not much to talk about. These were just good runs. And then Friday morning, I was leaving to a cottage on Friday in the afternoon, so I needed to get just a decent run. I know I said I didn't really want to do anything longer than 15K, but I just like have like a bit of a time issue, and this kind of brings up to the second point, where the second like barrier for this week and why this week had to be flexible was I was at a cottage from Friday evening to Sunday, and actually I got back at like 7 p.m. or no. We left at 6:30. I got back at like 8:30. So I got back home at 8:30. And like finished like all my. I ended up going for my run at around 9:30, I think. Yeah, my run was at 9:44. And so, we had like a good amount of time of rest. I had a bit of like hamstring issues on this run just today, which was like kind of annoying for the first like 10. Actually, it was kind of like annoying for like 10 to 15 kilometers, and then by like 10 to 15 kilometers, somewhere around there, the same leg, but the knee started feeling a bit weird. But it wasn't my normal knee issue. This felt like something else. I don't know what this is from, but didn't really do anything over the cottage that would show like an injury or something. So yeah, hopefully this is for these next few weeks. I don't have anything planned. No like cottages in mind or anything. No races. No foreseen races for the next little bit. I should mark when this 10,000 meter race is that I might be doing on the track. But that might be, I think this is right here. So let's actually just highlight this and let's make this red. So this is gonna be, oh wait, actually I can do this. Workout plan. We'll write pre-race Wednesday 10. Okay. And then we'll do, what is it? There we go. So yeah, so that was pretty much this week. Next week we're gonna be bumping it up to 140. I think I like this 15:10 thing. So if so, this is what we're probably gonna be doing. These workouts are about how much is this? So we're gonna just take this. Let's just say this is 18. So tomorrow is gonna be 18, and then we do 15, 10, 15, 10. We take Thursday off. We do 15, 10. We do another 18, and then we do 15, and then 10, and then maybe we can just like throw in like 4 right there, and then boom, 140. So I think this is like going to be the schedule for the next few weeks. I think we're going to try to hit 140 for maybe the next 3 weeks. See how that goes. That's the plan. And if we can hit it, we can hit it. And we're off to the races, not literally. And we're really starting to prep for cross country. If we can get 3 weeks of 140, like we're in really good. We're in really good shape, literally, but also like metaphorically speaking, or I don't know. But anyways, this video is long enough. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're watching this, I don't know. Just if you're watching this, you've probably watched all the other videos up until this, maybe. Thank you for watching. I hope this is like starting to show. I know it's weird because I know you're not actually seeing my training, but I just want you to. This is like I really believe this is how like training should be. So thank you for watching. I hope at least you're learning something from this, And if you think if I'm making a mistake, I'll let you know. But hopefully this whole video series shows that this is not a mistake. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I really feel good about this. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys next week.